next routine to score big. Now, Shannon Miller is going to petition her way to the Olympic trials, but her participation in this event is a little bit strange. She's going to go around and touch what we're told to be 3 of the 4 apparatus and then perform perhaps later on the uneven bars.
And she did that very well, didn't she?
A very good touch, yes. Well, it's 5 of the Magnificent 7. Atler, Maloney, Ray, and White in St. Louis, the gateway to the West, the gateway to the Olympics. St. Louis, of the 4 favored American women gymnasts, you'd find Vanessa Atler, Kristen Maloney, Elise Ray, and Morgan White on that list.
Yeah, absolutely. When you're talking to Bella Caroli, he calls her the most stable.
Nice job, Morgan. Excellent. Aggressive. You know how you feel on top here? Get on top there and bring it up and over the top.
And Mary Lee Tracy tells us that Morgan finally feels a little bit like a veteran now.
That's when you went
not the underdog.
All right.
And Mary Lee is busy here. She's got Alyssa Beckerman, another talented American. We've already seen her with Mochiano. She's doing something right in Cincinnati.
This is a big step for Morgan. She has upgraded her vault. This is the most difficult vault she's ever done.
And struggled with it all week. 1.5 twist.
Oh, boy.
No good.
It's all right. It's all right. Hey, it's over. All right. Oh, God. Morgan, you rushed. Cut everything off. Oh, my God. Okay. Hey. It's over. Okay? We've got 2 more events that are going to count. All right? Stay with it.
No question, vaulting has been her weakest event for a long while.
Wait a minute. What about how fragile she is?
Yeah, it's you have to remember that nobody is guaranteed, especially with the selection procedures they've got.
And she knew she had to upgrade every routine coming into this competition.
I talked to Kim Zemeskel about this. The one thing that Bella Caroli is not huge on is crying. Now, here's another one of the Atlanta veterans, Dominique Dawes. And in a conversation with Bella Caroli, if you asked him who was the biggest surprise on those training camp days in Houston, he would say Dominique Dawes.
She was extremely impressive at the June training camp.
And elements like this make her a real contender. Watch. Oh! But her coach, Kelly Hill, tells me it is just like the other 2 times with Dominique Dawes, just as nervous.
And the big question mark here is, will she perform a full twisting double tuck dismount to give her the value that she needs for this routine? And she does.
Score 1 for the veterans.
Yeah, I saw her at the training camp. I couldn't believe how far she'd come so fast.
That's Coach Kelly Hill.
Okay, that's off. Get your head set on beam.
This is the most exciting release move to me in women's gymnastics.
Watch how high.
Just like she did in '96.
The one comment Bella has made over and over again, though, is I wish some of these veterans had decided to jump in a little bit sooner.
Good score, 9.475. Now let's go to Jamie Dantzscher. We've watched her go through the trials and tribulations, the emotions, negative and positive. She left Beth and Steve Rybacki when Vanessa Atler was still there. Now she's back with Beth and Steve Rybacki, and she now is their last possible ticket to the Olympics.
This is a brand new exercise with a brand new opening tumbling pass. Put it right here. A little bit of a deduction there on the landing.
Jamie Dantzscher looking pretty happy with what she just did out there.
You had to work it on in.
Three big tumbling passes, huge difficulty, great exercise.
Across Kiel Center, Vanessa Atler, after the problem on bars we've seen so often, her exhibit a special toughness to go to the balance beam and nail it.
And that is remarkable. You always rotate from the uneven bars to beam, and right off the bat, this is what is so remarkable about this young athlete. Most competitors don't struggle on the bars. If they're fearful of something, it's the beam, but she always seems to get it back together. Another big one.
I've always marveled at Vanessa and the way that she's able to conquer her balance beam routine. She's so powerful, as we just saw in her tumbling passes. This jump connection there, getting an incredible height.
Four events going on simultaneously, so if Vanessa Atler really doesn't like this music from floor exercise, she's got to overcome that too.
More importantly, this is exactly what you'll be hearing at the Olympic Games. Everything's going on at the same time.
And Al, I would be willing to guess she doesn't even hear the floor music when she's on beam. However, on bars, that might be a different story. She's just a totally different competitor on this event. Dismount coming up right here. I tell you, time after time, I'm blown away that she can struggle so dramatically on bars, and 15 minutes later, get back into the game and flip around on a 4-inch wide piece of wood.
So the comeback of Vanessa Atler is underway. Jamie Dantzscher gets a score of 9.60. She takes the lead here in St. Louis. Vanessa Atler gets a very solid 9.525, so she is back in the picture. Now, if you're at a gymnastics event like this, the one thing you sense when you hear the ovation of the fans is that Elise Ray, to gymnastics fans, has it.
She has absolutely just skyrocketed up the ladder. She is now being looked at as the leader of this team.
Because of elements like that, and right here again.
She was a bar finalist at the World Championships last year and has told us that she actually has more difficulty she's planning to add in her routine.
Rough start on the vault. She scored a 9.037.
Watch this, 2 in a row. Beautiful.
Right down to the toe point.
Big dismount. And I'll tell you, a hug from Kelly Hill, that means something here. Look at the height on this release skill. She actually can do these releases right here in combination. No extra giant. Would be the first in the world to complete that combination. I think she's USA Women's Gymnastics' best chance for a medal in Sydney.
Big score, and a 9.80 moves Elise Ray into second place. Surprise, Jamie Dantzscher is in the lead. Kristen Maloney is finding the defense of her third straight national championship difficult at the moment. Jamie Dantzscher with her coaches Beth and Steve Rybacki. Meanwhile, Dominique Moceanu is on the outside looking in as far as the Olympic trials. She's 14th. She's got to be top 12 for her Olympic dream to continue. Back in St. Louis after this.